Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think religion hijacked any possibility we had of discovering for ourselves where we come from and where we're going. And it always stuns me that the most serious question humanity has faced since its creation by some visiting alien deities when they mixed their DNA with some primitive hominid so we could be used as soul vessels, is what happens when we die. Ask yourselves this: why is this not studied in every university? Why is there no death studies faculty? Bizarre, no? Everybody dies, yet the only people who have the right to speak about this are the churches, the temples. It's almost like they have a monopoly on what happens. And scientists are ridiculed if they start getting into parapsychology, into supernatural affairs. They're ridiculed. But the church has eminent domain on this subject. My hope is that there are more people out there like Robert Bigelow who are willing to put money towards proper scientific research into this. That there are more doctors and neurosurgeons who will take notes of all the clinically dead and then resuscitated patients in their care, so that others can see life does continue. It should be a science, but it isn't. And that, for me, is just so bizarre. That lends itself to the belief that maybe we're here because we're forced to be here, and the point of religion is to distract our souls so that they can't find a way to properly escape post-mortem. Death can come at any moment. Even if we're forced to be on this planet, even if we're forced into human form, I love this world. It's beautiful. It's stunning. There's so much to experience. But I know this can end at any moment with the most stupid of mistakes or events. Choking on a peanut, for example. Jack Daniels, the distiller, he died after stubbing his toe on a barrel. The slightest thing can end your life. And there's two questions you need to ask yourself now. One, have you done what you wanted to do? Have you experienced life? Because don't put off till retirement that you want to go to Thailand, or you want to do the Appalachian Trail. If you're physically capable, do it now, or plan to do it soon. And the second thing, do you see yourself as a good or a bad person. And when you die, if you're lucky enough to die on a deathbed with your loved ones around you, will you look back over your life and grin and think to yourself, my God, I enjoyed that. I really, really did. Are you going to go out thinking, I've pretty much done what I set out to do? Or are you going to be lying there going, I wish I had another 50 years because I didn't do this and this and this. I wish I hadn't done that and I'd done that instead. Are you going to second guess yourself? Because that's what you will take with you. When I was young, because of my interest in such things, I was lucky enough to encounter a book by the goon comedian Michael Benteen called The Doors of the Mind. Now, Michael Benteen was a very interesting character, something akin to Christopher Lee, one of these old school James Bond types who later went into television. But he was fascinated with sort of Huxley's Doors of Perception. It's called Doors of the Mind. I really recommend you read it. There are more things on heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy, Horatio. Many, many, many more things. It's also possible that different people experience different things before they're born or after they die because they're from different places. There's a good phrase, an old soul. There are probably people here who've been here many, 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 many times, over and over and over. And this type of person is usually the most level-headed, the most relaxed, the most level-headed, because they've seen and done pretty much everything the world has to offer. And now their soul is just ironing out a few creases before they get ready to move on. As always, be free.